Hey guys, I wanted to make another video on the lines of my previous video to cover the topic of how resistances work. It's a big part of the game, and a lot of people have some, quite frankly, terrible setups because they either undervalue resistance points in general, don't know what they do, or don't even know that they exist and therefore they ignore them. In this video, we will cover how to look at your base resistances, do resistance-based math, and showcase just how powerful they can be in the right hands. For starters, just to be certain, let's go into our escape menu, then options, then game, and let's change ship information from brief to full. With this setting on, you will no longer be able to see the lore dumps about ships, but instead be informed about what they actually have as stats. You can now enjoy the full set of flavors of information such as health and health regeneration, elemental resistances by points and by percent, energy economy, more stats related to speed, and of course the lawn ninjas. For today, we are going to focus on resistances. This image on the wiki can be used to approximate the percentage damage reduction given a specific resistance point value. Somehow, some people assumed that the end of the graph indicated that resistance points could not exceed this value. This is not the case. In fact, sometimes single buffs can grant you near invulnerability due to an excess of resistance. Some people say resistances are an asymptotal function, and while widely believed to be the case, this is actually only partially true. For most intents and purposes this is the case, however, you're getting the advanced course here. The true nature of the resistance function is actually a piecewise function, as it has two functions working, one on the positive end and one on the negative end. Without further ado, here it is. Or here it is. If this function hurts your head to look at, it's okay. It hurt me to write it out. Maybe this will help. That's better already. This function is the most flexible and accurate because you can calculate any damage around the game, at least barring explosives and AoE, with just this little piecewise, and turn it into any kind of data you could want. Just plug in your damage to D and resistances to P. It default returns the actual damage taken, but if you set D to be equal to 100, then the function returns the percentage of incoming damage at any given resistance point value. And if you were to take 100 minus that result, you'll have the percentage damage you are resisting. If you set D to be equal to 1, it will give you the incoming damage coefficient, which might even be more useful to you. You may notice that there are diminishing returns. Yeah, your 500th point of resistance is weaker than your 5th, but if you got to 500, chances are there's plenty more where that's coming from. Also, something interesting of note is that for every point of resistance above 0 you have, your ship effectively has 1% more total EHP on that health bar, without the added maintenance of having to heal through it every time it gets damaged. If you had to choose between 20 points of hull resistance or 20% increased hull volume, the answer is always going to be the hull resistance, especially if healing is in play, and let's be honest, it should be. It doesn't take a dummy to find out that regenerating your full shield will take way longer the larger it is, and resistances are a good way to make your ship stronger without increasing your logistical maintenance and out-of-combat repair time in any given match. I'll leave you with an example like I did last time since you guys seem to enjoy that.